Okay, Darksmiter here. We're back with Alan Wake. I think the song is just gonna play out if I sit here. So maybe.
Previously on Alan Wake, I came to Bright Falls with my wife.
What?
Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me.
This is like.
I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel.
It's like a Telltale
car.
game.
I'm missing.
Except for there's no choices.
I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Taken. Man, if I can make the end of things happen exactly at the end of chapters, that'd be perfect, but who knows. Ooh, do we get backstory? Okay. You couldn't model his hand around the bag, guys? Just like...
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Oh, I see. I will, but I see this...
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Are those me? But like that's like it's gotta be the voice actor or some like the I don't know, I don't think it's mocapped here, but like you know, the model for Alan. I mean he was based off of someone, right? I mean I don't
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
maybe you should budget your time better. How about that? Whatever. Who knows?
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Whoa. That's too naughty. Wait. Examine. Oh. My books. My book. Oh. The sudden
It's
stop.
true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the
Hey,
end.
that's not his voice.
I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head.
I hope you guys can hear that.
Run of my own private snuff movie.
If you can't, you can read it.
Corpse. Alone at my own work. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Wonder if these are supposed to be
This was a
whatever.
goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge.
Revenge.
It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. The gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
You did.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
He's shining it right
Don't
into your
worry.
face.
We'll just break out the candles.
Pew, pew.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
It's a
I love
phobia.
you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Their faces look weird. Oh yeah, make out. Rah. That's a David Cage level apartment, but kind of makes sense if they're, you know, he's like a best-selling writer.
Mr. Wake, any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well.
Well,
I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the
Boom.
pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
oh yeah.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she?
It's a pretty big
Not
fish.
the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me.
Fisherman's tales.
Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
All right, shut up.
Take your word for it, Doc.
Now we should examine that. Anyway, this reminds me of a room from a different game that maybe I'll play at some point, but maybe not. Of a similar feel, but less horror. God, I don't. Hey.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent. We'll need changes if we can't change them in
Read what? Huh. What? How's that an identifying feature? Look at these developers. Like, come on. Those are all developers, right?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Sweet.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
You could just say that there was a car accident. You don't.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here.
What?
After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
No.
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
The light's on. The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let
A manuscript
anybody
page.
tell you different.
A lot of people talking here. I feel bad talking over it, but I think I'm gonna start doing it more often.
Describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. loathsome light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
We're walking right into a trap.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Yeah, but, you know, light's better than no light, apparently, in... I was going to say, there's going to be a collectible thermos here. Pick it up. Turn it on.
Well, folks, it's been another long night.
But I'm not going to listen to those things again, because... something... I don't know, I want to keep the story moving, I guess. Hey. Hey. That guy right there? Look at him. He can totally see me. He can totally see me. So there's a hole in... Oh. That's not to the left. Oh, wait, the fence is to the left. It's not that the hole is on the left of the fence.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall in the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Where's his wife? Where is she?
Alice's driver's license had been placed in the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
There's Goofy. Not the call or anything else, but the trying to jump over that thing. We'll go home.
A writer is a light that reveals
What?
the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Oh, shit.
Marvelous, sir. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent, regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Dusty's gas station with
Hmm.
Thornton. There's no sign of him.
Thor and Odin.
Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the break. It's here. That's some good news, right? Dusty was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsal.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
What is going on? This guy has got to be Barry, right?
Nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Barry sounds really familiar.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Sounds like a guy trying to do a Steve Buscemi impression, I guess is what
I
it...
had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. and he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Bad?
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
I don't know. Why would I know?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl
Is that a
and,
mammoth?
more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Cool facts about the woolly mammoth. We're actually not gonna read that because it's not important unless it. Oh man, look at that stuffed woolly mammoth. That's adorable. Get me one of those. Hey, you watching the video? Get me one of those. All right, where's the coffee thermos? It's the only reason I'm.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Gone to shit?
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Funny farm. Oh man, what's that song? There's a song that's about that. It's like. Then.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Bucktooth Charlie.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
Oops.
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds.
It sounds pretty crazy.
Try to joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Okay. Yeah. Took me away to the funny place.
This is the form you wanted?
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually.
Oh no.
It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Wonderful. I'm worried about people trying to.
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air.
Boof.
A guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on.
Although he was quick to believe
okay.
the whatever was from his.
Okay,
I
maybe
guess that was his
something
dream.
Weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York.
Huh.
Choice.
Your hands are tied. Stupid. Although, I mean, he's super right. It does sound ridiculous, because what? We just know that it's happening because we're playing it. But that could be a lie, maybe.
Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is
That
not
was so
goddamn
flaccid.
debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay, okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Why is he all bundled up? This place
Just be
doesn't...
careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Ah, what a funny moment when we're worried about my kidnapped wife. I mean, whatever. Oh, look, a thermos. I wonder how many of those... Oh, look, batteries. I wonder how many thermoses there are. I'm assuming this door is locked. Wait, did I turn off the lights? Yeah, let's leave the lights on. Lights on, good thing, generally, it seems. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason... Come on. I don't think there's any reason to turn off the lights, is my point.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Oh, he actually was there. Okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop. Get away, bird. Last time you guys were total dicks. I like the doom of checkpoint noise.
Lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Well, that was the lady that handed me the keys and then...
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in battered cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality.
Uh-oh.
It scared the shit out of Barry.
So now that's the question. Is can we trust our own mind? As in... So we're playing this game right now and doing all this stuff.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Okay, fair enough. But it's just like, is anything that's happening actually? Like, what is happening?
The cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. This is a confusing predicament, to say the least here. Are we... What the fuck was that? What? Shit. That scared me. But, like... Oh. We can actually go in here. It's kind of surprised me. Thought...
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deer Fest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Was that a person? Spooky. I mean, that's like atmosphere building shit, but like, I don't know, you don't really need to build much more atmosphere. We got a lot of it going for us already. Like the tire swinging by itself. I don't know. I think this... What the hell is going on, man? What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell shit? What the hell balls? What the ballsiest heck? The ballsiest heck. Obviously we're gonna look in his cabin, because there's a TV in there. Oh! Can't turn on the lights in here. But we can turn on the TV. Saved by some sort of magic.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish.
What's behind the scary door? Those sound like horror birds, but I don't know where they are. They're just making a bunch of ambiguous noise near me. Which is horrible. Well, yeah, obviously this is a place to go, because look, a manuscript. Oh, okay, that's very close to the end of the thing. Seems like there's a lot more pages in this chapter. Again, I'm gonna...
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
What? I got the first part of the end of the sentiment there, but what? Hollywood magic? I don't... whatever. Yeah, so I have a feeling stuff's about to happen soon. Another checkpoint.
The air in the visitor center was
What?
heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious.
What?
Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
What? His book's coming true. It's like... what was it one? In the Mouth of Madness? Right? With Sam Neill? Where it's like a Lovecraft kind of thingy, but that's what's happening. Oh, the story's coming true. Anyway, I think that's probably a good enough part to say, yo, thanks for watching. And I will see you guys in the next part where we do more Alan Wake stuff.